Okay, we will do 1880 on the history wall. Thank you for the suggestion. And you got me. I actually hadn't done that one, or at least I hadn't gone through the timetables of a history book to fill all of this in. There was a lot on it already, but now I have the rest. And I'm glad you chose this decade because this whole time period is so relevant to right now. 1870, 1880, 1890, it's such a action-packed charged time. Electricity is coming in, there's all kinds of social movements and artistic movements. It just feels like the world is so rapid, just like it does now. You'll look at everything that happens during this time, and if you lived during this time, it would be like bam, 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 one after the other. This feeling of us just rushing forward is nothing new. I don't think it's probably even that different a feeling. Ever since we got the railroads and the telegraphs, it means that there is more of the world than you can ever see in your lifetime, and there's more information than you can digest ever in your lifetime. And while that might have accelerated, I think life has had this breathless pace for at least 100 or 200 years. So I'm really glad to go over 1880 and get a charge of that energy. So this is probably going to take 2 or 3 parts. It's not often that I have little addendum index cards as well because so much is happening. But let's start with the visuals because it really helps get what's happening. The light bulb. 1879, right before the beginning of the decade, the electric light bulb is invented by Edison. And it's the beginning of electricity changing everything, just like AI is about to change everything here. And so, as important as this image is, look at the art that's being made. You have Renoir, you have Gauguin doing the visions of the sermon, you have Cezanne painting like this. It's a rich, vibrant, lush time, and yet you have this industrialization going on like this. It's really fascinating. So, at the beginning of the decade, you have the first canned fruits and meats in stores. Again, what a technological innovation. That's a huge change for so many people. And I think you can think of relevant things happening today, like 2-hour delivery services. As well, you have the brothers Karamazov. So talk about world-changing literature. And Dostoevsky dies right after that. The Cologne Cathedral is completed. In Paris is the first ever cabaret. So entertainment just shifted. With entertainment, it's a little bit like television now. If somebody starts doing something different that's amazing, it spreads quickly. Cabarets became very popular very quickly. Portrait of a Lady by Henry James. The bingo game was invented. The Boer-British War is going on. And Rodin's The Thinker, one of my very favorite pieces of all time. So that's the end of part 1, and join me for part 2.